everybody, welcome to Scrap and Rabbit. This is Christine. Those of you who are subscribed to my channel might have been notified already that I just finished uploading very recently a 3-part video on how to make this Pocket Scrapbook Mini Album. It's a freebie tutorial that I made available, and I don't have the written instructions for this. It's strictly a video tutorial, but you can download the dimensions for all of the pieces that need to be cut from my website, and I'll be including some links below. The tutorial focuses strictly on how to construct the album, so I wanted to take the time to show you the completed albums in more detail. This is the first one that I made, and this is one that I'm actually making in the video tutorial. So these are Halloween themed albums. So I'll just take you through this very quickly, and I want to show you the images that I used in here, because you can make these albums without having even any Halloween scrapbook paper, because it's these tags that really make the theme of the album. So you can either use your own tags or your own scrapbook paper when you're making your mini pocket albums. Or I do have these tags on my website. I finished designing these just a few days ago, and I used them to make this album. So I'll just take you through it quickly. On the front, I have these little ribbon roses, and I've got a little bit of bling on the corner. And this is an image from one of my tags. And I've got this little chunky, or not a chunky charm, but these little charms attached to a chunky chain here. And these are Halloween themed charms. On the side, I took some plain black cardstock and I embossed it with this really pretty design. I added some lace on there, and on the back, this is just scrapbook paper, and I attached a little die cut for journaling or a tag. And this album is made the same. The embellishments are a little bit different. I put bling around the image. This is from set number 2 of my tags. I've got 2 sets. One is, each set is 12 different images. And I've also got some journaling tags in there. But this is from set number 2, so this is, I'll call this album number 2. And again, I've got little flowers here that cover the top of the chain on this one. Again, I've got some little charms, and the back has the little die cut. So both albums are identical, except a bit of the embellishments and the tags on the inside, and I'll show you those. So basically what the tags are, they're 4 pages. I only have 3 pages here because I used some up. They're 4 pages of images that I purchased, and I layered these. I don't know if you can see this, but the very back layer is cheesecloth that I put on black cardstock, and I scanned it, and then I assembled these layers, and I have little images of lace, and then I added the image on top, and I've got a little eyelet. I also have these templates. They come without the eyelet, so that if you don't want to punch holes. But that's just a quick look. This is what the journaling tags look like. But I'm going to take you through the album so you can see the pictures. They're very, very vibrant. The colors are gorgeous. My inkjet printer isn't all that good, so I just brought these to my Staples business store, and it cost me $2.50 to print off these tags to include into my album. So I think it's probably actually cheaper to get them printed elsewhere than using my own inkjet printer. So on the inside, I have a little journaling tag here and a little bit of lace. And here's my first tag. I put a little eyelet there, and I attached some ribbon in a pocket. Now each of these pages, there's 6 in total, and they each have a little pull-out, and I used one of the journaling tags on there. I attached it to my pull-out, and it's just plain on the back, either for more journaling or a photo. And on the back, I've got a little flower on one of the tags that I attached to a flap that opens like that. So each of the 6 pages has a flap. And here's another pretty tag in a corner pocket. So even though it's a small album, there's actually quite a bit of room for photos in here, because there's room for a photo here and here. And then there's room for a photo on the back of the tags, and there's room for another photo there. And then, of course, there's the two sides on the tag in the pocket. So with 6 of these pages, there's still quite a bit of room for pictures. There's another photo of the tags. And I put little buttons on top of some of them. So basically I just use scraps of paper that I had around to do the entire album, and then it's these images that pull the whole thing together. And you can whip one of these out in a day. You can probably make 2 if you're working on 2 at the same time. They make great hostess gifts. Also, if you want to make albums and sell them at craft fairs. And then here on the back I have just a little pocket where they can add more photos if they want to. So that's my first album. And here's my second album, and this is made with the second set of tags. I'll include links to the tags. They're available for purchase on my website or in my Etsy shop. They're actually a bit cheaper if you buy both sets on my website. They are cheaper than, it comes to be cheaper than purchasing them on Etsy. So here's my little bow on the front. Little cat on a pumpkin. Again, this is the same. I used my journaling tag for the pull-out. I inked the edges of the pull-out. And I like the texture with using the ribbons. I put a bit of bling here. Another one. And it's the same thing with the punches. You use whatever punches you already have on hand. You don't need to go out and buy anything. That's another one. That's a pretty image, and that's the same one that I used on the cover. I put a little bit of bling here and a little crystal flower. I really like how the images turned out. They're very, very vibrant. And like I said, I think instead of using my inkjet printer from now on, I'm just going to print my stuff at not at Costco, at Staples. They do a really nice job there. So those are my little albums, and I hope you check out my tutorial. They're a lot of fun to make, and they're super quick to do. So have a nice day.